Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy, and I am bloodthirsty, for I am spraying more what looks almost like blood than ever before. Welcome back to more Splatoon. Last time, at long last, we hit enough power eggs to be able to level up the hero shot to level 4. Not only this, but we didn't use it and instead chose to go for an amiibo challenge and then had a grand old terrible time with a weapon that I am grand old terrible with. This time, we are back in Octo Valley, and you know what? I got another 300 of these. I might as well level up my Splat Bombs. I don't use these a whole lot, but I guess I could level those up. And let's go for the Seekers a little bit. I kind of wish they moved a bit faster, but nah, I guess the blast radius is pretty good. After all, you can't equip swim speed up in Octo Valley. Looking pretty good. Now, I think we're gonna just super jump over to a quick stage, as we did discover them all before, and going to Splat-Switch Revolution. I almost said Splash Revolution. Change of scenery sounds good after this. Oh, and you said change of scenery, you weren't whistling Dixie. I was staying quiet there for a second because I was hoping it would be the song that actually had whistling in it. Wow, oh, that's adorable. That one monitor is on there upside down. That's cute. I wonder how many people have noticed that. That's awesome. All right, so I actually don't remember this place. A Splat-Switch, haven't seen one of those in a while. Have we ever seen those, or are they talking about the time that they were in the Squid Beak Splatoon? Actually, probably the latter now that I'm saying it. Now, gimmick of this stage. Can't get up there no matter how hard you might try, and no, I'm not gonna try because then I'm gonna kill myself. You hit the switches, it makes stuff happen. Pretty simple, you've seen it in every platforming game ever, and it's no different in this one. I think you know how buttons work. Let's go over this way and hit that. I said hit that, you need to actually fill in quite a lot of the square. Speaking of squares, that's what you are. Couldn't survive 1 second against me. Ingzuka to the left, Bubbler to the right. Choices. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pick up the Bubbler. We're gonna activate it, and they saw through my plan. I was gonna take the Bubbler, be invincible when I leapt into this, and have the Ingzuka good to go so that I could get my bonus, but I guess not. Okay. You guys can kindly die, even though I do love one of your brethren very much, and I still miss him to this day, and he left our party far too soon. Ah, well, it was still nice to let him go free, just like at the end of all of those nature movies. Gonna kill all of you guys. Woohoo! A launch pad! That's the most emotion I've ever seen out of you, Agent 2. Sounds like a certain other someone that I quite like. No one? Nothing? Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not passing by the sunken scroll. After the kind of jerkish placement that it was in before, I don't really know what to think, especially since that came after probably the easiest one in the entire adventure. You can take one of my newly upgraded Splat Bombs to the bottom of your line of sight. Yes, that'll hurt you really badly. No! To the face! To the face! To the face? He looks so confused as to what's happening in his life right now. Sunken Scroll's totally gonna be down there, isn't it? Let's see. No! Is that just there to save you if you fall and to give you a ledge to cling onto? If that's so, that's pretty caring. He doesn't know I'm here. He doesn't know I'm here. He doesn't know I'm here. Hey, buddy. Hey. You have a very wonky hitbox, as I'm learning as I'm trying to take aim at you. You want to know a secret? You want to know a big, big secret? Do ya? Do you want to know? Do you? You look like you're trembling, like you know that I'm right here, over your shoulder. But I'll tell you the secret. You have the cutest little stubby legs! Just wanted to make sure you knew that before you died a horrible, gruesome death. That goes there. That all slots into place. I guess I didn't expect him coming up from the bottom. And I think that... No, is there nothing? Is there really nothing? No? No nuttin'. No nuttin' here at all. And thus all the English teachers who watched me. All none of you cringed. Probably could make that, but I'm gonna hit the switch anyway just to be on the safe side. Hi. Hi. Nothing. Yet again. I have a plan. I got a plan. Oh, I don't even need to have a plan to do this. It's just like that normally. Okay. I thought there was going to be nothing below me, and I'd have to carefully plan this out. Yes! 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 The plan worked! My cunning plan was a smashing success. Now we go into this. I don't know what I bopped my head on. It just seems to be kind of a running theme with these stages. And we reach yet another checkpoint. Pop you up. Took that like a man. He had an angry face on his for the moment he died. He just stood there just looking like super pissed off at life. I think I would be too if that was how I went. There you go. He did the exact same thing, learning by example from his big brother. Oh! Oh, shoot! I normally like your comedically floppy head tentacles, but today I'm not really in such a saucy mood. I'm sorry. That actually killed you. I don't think that killed the guy that we tried that on back when we first met Octosnipers. Okay. It was kind of funny, though. That power egg served as fantastic bait for me. I guess they knew I couldn't resist. I'm gonna go down this way. I'm gonna shoot this. Just kind of see what happens when I do. Oh! Wow! That is a cool secret! How did I ever forget this stage? I've been just so excited as I've been seeing it, man. I was worried this was gonna be a forgettable one because, you know, I forgot it, but nope. Nothing. Nope, nothing again. Up we go. And I think we're starting to get near the end. Oh. I'm gonna be a dirty boy. Or no, I'm not. Let's, I guess I'm gonna be a clean boy instead in this game about making a mess. That's very socially unacceptable. Again, I think the Inklings have the right idea. Let's throw that. I want to throw that and be a dirty boy. Why can't you let me be a dirty boy? I'm well aware I have the Inkzuka and I could be like a total dick to these guys right now. Why not? Oh. I thought you'd roll around comedic. Did he even drop any eggs? I don't think he did. Well, I guess I got my money's worth out of doing that. You shoot right up above you. Sounded like an old song there for a moment. I also don't know why I'm casually strolling through this stage like some kind of filthy casual who doesn't have the ability to swim through his own fluids. Come on. You're gonna just flip around right there. Yes, you are. Shoot myself up a pathway, and let's go up. Hi. I just saw you guys a couple minutes ago. I do like this stage. I wish they used this gimmick more often. Like, why couldn't we have had more Splat-Switch stages? These are interesting. Just the way that things happen unexpectedly, the way the terrain moves all around, and how a platform becomes a wall that you gotta swim on. It's interesting stuff. Like, why did they only use this gimmick once, yet they gave us, what, like 5 unidentified flying object remix stages? It boggles the mind. It truly does. And I don't know what the line of thinking, I almost said what the line of sight was. No, what the line of thinking was in them doing that, because you had good stage gimmicks. It's just that you recycled all the boring ones. Like, putting an Ink Strike or an Octo Striker on just some platform at the end of the stage and having you traverse through a single-player stage. I mean, it was kind of nice that you got to see single-player stage. You got to see versus areas before they were officially introduced as versus stages, and it kind of gave this mode a bit of replayability because there was some sort of intrigue with it. But it just kind of wasn't cool, and I didn't actually pick up the key after killing the guy. Really? Taking that. I guess the bubbler's kind of nice in case you accidentally run into one of these guys, but I have no such troubles. Taking our Zapfish with our pointlessly upgraded bomb that did us absolutely no good, and there it is. Oh, wait, it did do us good. That's why the bomb didn't kill the Octo Sniper before, but now it did. It's like I pay attention to the basic game mechanics. From the depths of the sea, we emerged long ago, seeking the light of the surface. In search of greater lights, we now send this message into outer space, sealed in a disk. Perhaps one day, we will encounter other intelligent life. This is a reference to something that humans did before the Inklings. We sent a gold disc up into space that shows a map of where to find Earth, shows the numbers 1 through 10, shows a general anatomical symbol of what male and female humans look like, and all that good stuff. Kind of what you see here. Except for the male Inklings. Their design sucks, so they weren't included at all. Sorry, even the squids got included here. Also, apparently Tenatech paid for product placement on this thing. I gotta wonder if there's like a marketing budget toward aliens or anything like that, or if anyone's ever tried such a thing. I know that we sent Johnny Be Good out into space to see if we'd get a reply, just to kind of show that there's sounds that they haven't heard yet, but I don't know. Only 2 sunken scrolls left, though. Not much lore left for us to learn about. It's almost over. Getting a little emotional now, actually. I guess to be fair, if we sent this thing out into space and the Octarians are aliens, I guess we kind of asked for trouble. I know scientists have been saying that we shouldn't pick up the phone if aliens call us. That's a very humorous way of wording that compared to how dramatic it's supposed to be. Back to Inkopolis Plaza we go. Our topical thingy-mabobber has us going back to Booyah Base, and for once, not to Ammo Nights. We're gonna be going to the clothing shops. You know, those shops that we saw once and then never again because I already own the equipment. And also, I'm gonna blow your mind. Booyah Base. This place is based on Shibuya. I love it so much. Anyway, we're gonna go into Cooler Heads first. Oh, hello. Give us your cash! We're back here to see this oh-so-joyous duo that we have missed so much, because there are 4 abilities on equipment that we have not seen in any weapon bio, and we are unlikely to talk about in any future weapon bio, just because they're not abilities that are played that often, aren't that helpful, or just outclassed by other things, so I'm not going to be recommending them for anything, but I wanted to give them the time of day all the same. They are, starting us off with headgear ability, Last Ditch Effort. This is the opposite of Opening Gambit, whereas that buffed movement speed for the first 30 seconds of a match, this buffs ink efficiency in the last 30 seconds of a match. Why would you want this? Well, maybe during a turf war you just want to shoot ink everywhere and not have to stop and reload. It acts like 1 main and 2 subs of Ink Saver main, 1 main of Ink Saver sub, and 1 main of Ink Recovery up, making your weapon super efficient all the way around. But what's interesting about it is that in ranked battles, it activates not when there's 30 seconds left on the timer, but when the opposing team has 30 points left to go to claim victory, and it will stay in effect for the rest of the match regardless, even if it goes into overtime. It's an interesting ability, and maybe you do want to play it. There is no weapon out there that isn't technically helped by it, but it's just nothing that I particularly recommend for any specific weapon. Second, we're going to go see our good foreign buddy Gelonzo. You are already owning that body cloth. You don't say anything else because, it is not the festival of the Splat, yes. So, Gelonzo, on his shirts, he can have the ability Haunt. Whenever the player dies, they automatically will use a point sensor on the enemy that killed them, pointing them out to the rest of their team. Since the effect is 8 seconds long, it's unlikely you'll be able to use it to avenge yourself. So, it really can only be seen as supporting the rest of your team. Like other tagging abilities, it's reduced to 4 seconds by Cold-Blooded, though, unlike echolocators and point sensors, Haunt has a special attribute that those don't. It grants buffs to damage, defense, and run speed whenever you are being affected by a point sensor, echolocator, or another player's Haunt, effectively serving as a counter to itself. Also on shirts is Recon. While standing on the spawn point, it reveals all enemy locations and weapons on the gamepad map, with the effect vanishing 3.5 seconds after stepping off the spawn point. Not a practical ability or one that gives you any actual stat buffs, but it can be nice for beginners who aren't used to watching the map yet, or those who want to get more use out of their ink strikes if they super jump to the spawn point before launching it. One use for this ability that I like is the idea of a beginner who isn't good at fighting running this ability to help their friends out whenever they die and happen to be back at the spawn point. Of course, this requires voice chat, and you're going to have to get that going on your own time, separate from the game, but it is still an idea and an application of this ability that I like nonetheless. Last up! No, we're not wearing hats on our feet. Sorry. Krusty Sean! Missed you, buddy! I was looking forward to talking as you more, so, don't trip, Squiddo. You already got those kicks. Yes, we do. On shoes, the exclusive ability we've yet to see is Bomb Sniffer. Points out bombs to the player even through walls. This is an amazing counter to ink mines because it completely removes the element of surprise that they have over you. If you find yourself getting killed by ink mines a lot, maybe try to run this and get a feel for where people put them down and when to expect them. It also grants the attribute of bomb defense, something you can't get elsewhere. It gives a 20% damage reduction against burst bombs and a 40% damage reduction against all other types of bombs. This is calculated before the enemy's damage up and your defense up is put into the equation, so it always gives the same percentage of reduction. And that is every single ability you can have on your equipment gone over at least once. Or, I guess not technically, because some of them I've just said are self-explanatory, because I think you know what run speed up does, and I certainly use it enough for you to know what it talks about, even if you don't. Anyway, that is all for now. On to the weapon of the day. 2 Squelchers for the price of 1, Grandma. Well, almost. Dual Squelcher, 2 watered-down Squelchers for the price of 1. I'm just making it sound more and more enticing, aren't I? As much as I wish it was actually 2 Squelchers and had double the firing rate, it's not. They're slightly shorter range than the Jet Squelcher and do less damage, but have at least a somewhat higher firing rate to make up for it. The lesser damage isn't as big of a nerf as one would expect at first glance, though. Even though the Jet Squelcher was awesome at being able to stack damage up and do 33.3 damage per hit to pick off already damaged foes, you can still get that 33.3 damage with 2 mains and 2 subs of damage up, though we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here. I wanted to touch on it because it's one of the most distinct differences and one of the most important things about the Jet Squelcher in comparing it. Much like the Jet Squelcher, though, Dual Squelcher wants to remain space apart from its targets because a shorter ranged anything outpaces its damage. Other than the better fire rate, it enjoys being better at painting than its one-nozzled brother. Don't think about those words too much. Special depletion is light, and it's equipped with a Splat Bomb. One of the best matches Dual Squelcher could have. Keeps people away, flushes them out when you got a clear shot, all around very good. Special is Echolocator. When wanting to keep spaced apart from everyone, you bet your sweet squid bippies it's nice to know where everyone is. Also great for quick reloads because the ink consumption of the main gun is terribly bad. For equipment, I want to give special attention to, you thought I was going to say damage up, didn't you? But no, we already went over that. Ink Saver main. This was a tough call for me on which Ink Saver I wanted to suggest because it's all around a very ink-hungry set. Ink Saver sub is technically more efficient in the amount of ink that it saves. When comparing one main slot of each, throwing a bomb, and then firing for the rest of the ink tank, Ink Saver sub made it last 2 shots longer than Ink Saver main. I think at that point, with the difference being so tiny, Ink Saver main is going to help you more because you're going to be firing the main gun a lot more than you're going to be throwing bombs. And then this brings us to one of the most interesting weapon kits out there, Custom Dual Squelcher. It's amazing how one sticker slapped on something can hold it back so much. This set is generally considered pretty bad, but I'll give it the full look and attention that I think it deserves nonetheless. Its sub-weapon is Squid Beacon. Already a lot more of a support role than the original, which doesn't really do much to cover the weaknesses of the Dual Squelcher style of fighting. Heck, Squid Beacons are super costly, and the main gun already eats the ink like it's nothing. It's already a defensive weapon, and this makes it even more so. Hang back and place these while shooting from afar. It can be useful, but it's a lot more situational. A small detail I haven't gone over until recently is that super jumps will reload half of your ink tank while doing it. What I'd recommend doing is place your Squid Beacons in areas that you personally want to go to. Whenever things get hairy and you just can't find an easy way out of a situation, super jump to your own beacons, get a 1/2 reload out of it, and just place them on perches that you want to be on so that you can continuously fight and almost never die. That's about the best synergy you're going to have between the Dual Squelcher itself and the beacon, especially when its only other method of attack is Killer Whale. Nice for flushing people out and manipulating enemies into moving into your line of fire. Plus, the low cost is nice when it's not the most amazing turf-covering weapon out there. A lot of people don't like this set, and I can definitely see why. The individual parts of this set are all fantastic. Killer Whale is one of the best specials in the game. Squid Beacon can be really great when playing on turf 4s with randoms. And the main gun itself has good everything for its range, but there just isn't a lot of synergy here. You will need to play in kind of unorthodox ways to be able to use this to its fullest due to the lack of synergy. That wasn't even close to the right jingle! I deface Inkopolis news! Let's unveil the current regular battle stages. It's rotated since before, even though I'm recording this in the same night. Salt Spray Rig. I love riding the elevators here. So much fun! Sure, if by fun you mean absolutely terrifying! Blackbelly Skate Park. This would be a rad venue for an outdoor show. That's a pretty good idea, actually. I'm surprised you didn't shoot her down twice in a row. You had a combo going right there, or at least you would have. Very good opportunity. I mean, just look at the look on her face. You live to destroy that look. Now the current ranked battle stage is Splat-tastic, Flounder Heights. The sunset looks spectacular from up here. It's a clear view all the way out west. So you can see calamari from here? Anchovy Games. The cafeteria here is free for employees. Where do I apply? Now, this is going to determine a few things. When I take a look at the gamepad and see that the current rotation is Rainmaker. Not feeling that. I was thinking about going for Splat Zones. I was also kind of wanting to make it another goal to have, to beat my record of S69, but the modes have not been accommodating, and I haven't wanted to risk my S rank. Maybe another day, but not today. You'll know what that sigh was for in a moment. What I'm going for right now is the regular dual Squelcher. I think this kit has a lot more synergy between its different parts, so I decided to go with that. I have 2 mains and 2 subs of damage up. Thought that was a good amount. That would help me out quite a bit. The quick respawn's not going to help me at all, and other than that, I decided to go all in on Inksaver main. This is a very, 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 really, incredibly... whatever else I said that was synonymous with that when we fought the Octo Snipers. Just bringing back a lot of memories of that stage. Either way, it eats the rink like it's nothing. It's ink hungry all the way around, and I want that Inksaver main a lot on this kit. On top of that, Ink Resist Up could be nice for just moving around. Now, the reason I sighed, I kind of realized we're not going to get anywhere by not trying. I don't main this weapon. I didn't even play this weapon. So we're going to go into a regular battle that I'm going to be cutting out because I need to practice for this. Are you nuts? The defeat ended in battle for... The battle ended in defeat for me. Great sign for how competent I am if I can't even get through one sentence without tripping over my own shoelaces, but I think I'll be okay. Even though it did end in defeat, I think I understand the range, think I understand the parameters, I think I understand the weapon. This is one that I've played a fair amount. It's just going into the S ranks without a weapon that you main is a little bit risky, you know? And, oh boy, it's Japan o'clock. Flounder Heights, Flounder Heights, Flounder Heights, Flounder Heights, Flounder Heights, Flounder Heights, Flounder Heights. Okay, I guess we're saving the best for last, you know? Either good start or good end. See, when there's only 2 maps, it can only go one of 2 ways, and you can look at both in a positive sense. If it were 3, though, if it were the middle, I kind of wouldn't like that because that would be bookended by terrible stuff, and you know how that is. Your mind is designed to remember the beginning and end of something a lot more than the middle. Just kind of how things are. So I went ahead and broke the Rainmaker shield right off the bat, saw you right there, decided to pick you off. I kind of sort of want to pick up the Rainmaker, but I kind of don't. I'd rather build the Echo Locator. Got you, trapped you in, nice. Okay, so I'm contributing. We are the first ones on the board. Gonna go with you, back you up from behind. Got you up there, and wow, he got a lot of points from dropping down that way. I don't think I've actually done that before. That's cool. Okay. Got you. Oh, wow, I didn't think my bomb would actually do that. You totally see me. I won't be able to get through. No, 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 get it. No, 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 no. No. Echolocator, go! Good, quick reload. Gonna do that, gonna reload that, and you are right over there, but it hardly matters. We were able to take it yet again, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't even know where the goal is. It's over here, I guess. I shielded him. Go, go, go. No! 6 points, 6 points. Come on, come on. I got a super jump. I got a super jump. I'm in this with... Some people might question why I went into this with Ink Resist Up instead of quick... Oh man, I was about to say quick super jump rather than stealth jump, but I couldn't even talk straight. That's a quick victory, and we're gonna get our first taste of how unforgiving S rank truly is. Got 2 kills, 1 death. I think I did pretty well. Did my job pretty much the entire time limit. Yeah, I only got +5 for that. From what I can tell, it's fixed at +5 for a while, but then eventually it starts going down where it's fixed for you to get like +4, +3, +2. But the amount that you lose when you lose, it stays the same at, I think, -5. It's very cruel. It gets really mean really fast. It's only relatively nice for those first few wins. Let's battle again. Flounder Heights, Flounder Heights, Flounder Heights, Flounder Heights, Flounder Heights, Flounder Heights. Come on, I want to get in and get out. I don't want to play tons of games and lose my rank. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So here's the plan. we get a really good team, and then we do things just as we did in the previous game. I think that is about the best approach that I could ever have to something like this. Let's also boost the morale. I know that they're playing in Japanese, but it's gonna show up as whatever Booyah is in Japanese on their team. It's probably just like, yeah, folks, let's go, or something non-hip 90s cool extreme like it is in America. Saw you. I saw you. I see you too. I see you too. Back up. Back up. Back up. I mean, he backed up, so I got what I wanted. I didn't say die. Wasn't gonna give him a death threat, you know. They might take that to court. I'm just being sensible, okay? I'm not at all being bad at this game. You can die, yes! Stopped him dead in his tracks. This one is a weird map. It starts up at the top on the grates, but after that point, it very rarely gets back there ever again. There's not good spots to reset it by just jumping into a death barrier, like onto some water or something along those lines. It's not really too easy for you to do that sort of thing on this stage. And because of that, it generally stays down near the ground and not on the upper layers. It's a little bit of a weird map in that way. Now, let's throw a bomb. I'm okay with you popping that. Wow, my bomb game is on today. Wow, a double kill. I didn't get my echolocator up, unfortunately. That was a Luna Blaster. I should have stayed back. I would have totally been able to safely kill that guy if I just stood back a few extra feet. Should have been more mindful of that. Okay. Let's kill you again. Oh gosh, what? Where are we? Where are our guys? Like, really, where's our team? How are they able to do that? We had people alive when it happened. Okay, if you could, okay, good, you grabbed it. Whoa, 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 whoa! If nothing else, my bomb game is spectacular today. Holy hell. I was about to say, oh, fine, I'll grab the Rainmaker if none of you will. I need to play the sidelines. I gotta be support. We're rushing the objective, and it's costing us. So let's do that. Yeah, we're doing a great job rushing the objective there, me. We haven't even scored a point on them yet. And yeah, he's doing all in on quick respawn and stealth jump, though. Typical of what you see in really, really high-level stuff. So yeah, it wasn't just me saying that. It is a good strategy, unfortunately. Some people do think it is a little bit too cheap and it does limit creativity, and I can definitely see why people would feel that way. It's not a strategy that I defend. I do use it from time to time, as you've seen, but it definitely works. And their team is living proof of that. So, you know what that means? After all that talk of, you know, we're not going to get anywhere unless we actually play some games, I'm going to be ending right back at square one where I started. I'm going to have 30 points and an S rank at the end of this. I did all right. Okay. Luna Blaster got 9 kills. They were definitely doing a good job there. Yep, +5, -5. It's like I had that 35, but as far as the world is concerned, it was never even in my hands. Except for those watching this video, because I got proof of it. Yeah. Now you know why I spend hours of my life editing these videos. Yeah, that's it. Wait, what was that? And their name is Squirp. I very much approve of your potential Super Paper Mario love. I don't know if you're actually referencing that game, but maybe you are. Judd. Mew, your vibe is toasty. Here's a little bonus of 100 coinage. Meow, try this when you're checking out another person's gear. Go to your gamepad gear menu and claw the ability button. I'm doing that and nothing's happening. Disappointing. I guess he wanted to get back to his nap, so he just gave us a bad hint on purpose so he could just get back to it sooner. I like you. You're very cat-like. Next time on Splatoon! What are we doing again? Hold on. Oh, no wonder I forgot. We're taking a look at quite possibly the most forgettable weapon in the game in terms of its overall design and name. A lot of people out there thought that it was an alt for a weapon we've already talked about and told me I forgot to talk about it. I didn't forget. It was just so forgettable that you yourself forgot it's its own individual weapon with its own individual stats. See you guys then.